Hello my fellow dumpster divers, welcome back to another video and a different kind of video. I've decided to start doing video essays. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, it's not that serious. But anyways, I'm gonna be doing these basically because I've been tired of like doing the same old gaming videos I've been doing for the past year, and I want to do more videos like it's easy to enjoy gaming again. I really enjoy making and watching videos like that, so that's what I'm gonna be doing. I like to do what I like to make, what I enjoy, but I will still upload normal gaming videos like I have in the past, so don't worry about that if you're a fan of those. But that's enough yapping. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Alright, so Half-Life is one of the greatest FPS story games of all time, in my opinion. And today, I'm going to be explaining, the best I can, why it is. But first, let's start with a very short history lesson. Half-Life was Valve's first official game and one of its best series. Created back on November 19th, 1998, Half-Life is a first-person shooter game developed by Valve Corporation and published by Sierra Studios for Microsoft Windows. It was Valve's debut product and the first game in the Half-Life series. The player assumes the role of Gordon Freeman, a scientist who must escape from the Black Mesa research facility after it is overrun by alien creatures following a disastrous scientific experiment. The gameplay consists of combat, exploration, and puzzles. Valve was disappointed with the lack of innovation in the FPS genre and aimed to create an immersive world rather than a shooting gallery. Unlike other games at the time, the player has almost uninterrupted control of the player character. The story is almost experienced through scripted sequences rather than cutscenes. Valve developed the game using Gold Source, a heavily modified version of the Quake engine, licensed from ID Software. The science fiction novelist Mark Laidlaw, I don't know, was hired to craft the plot and assist with design. Thank you, Half-Life Wiki, for giving me that script. Anyways, Half-Life was basically inspired by games like Doom and Quake, you know, given the similar gameplay style but with better graphics and storytelling. The impact that Half-Life has on the industry is truly something to be studied. It revolutionized the entire shooter genre, surpassing its grandparents in pretty much every way. You know, it showed people that you can make an FPS game not only with a story but with life. Get it? Like Half-Life. Oh, okay. The way the NPCs interact with you, the world, and other NPCs, Half-Life just paved the way for other franchises too, like Call of Duty and its other 20-something games, or Halo. Oh, Halo, my beloved. Please, new studio, or I guess the 343 rebrand, please make a good Halo game. After you remaster CE, please make a good Halo game. Oh, sorry, I got sidetracked. My bad. Anyways, point is, Half-Life not only showed the industry what could be done with FPS titles, but it's also fun to play even in 2025. I recently finished the Half-Life series, still working on 2, and it felt like a breath of fresh air and holds up pretty well even today. You know, maybe not so much graphically, and it's not to say it doesn't have its bugs and issues, right, especially with the source version, you know, but the original is basically pretty much perfect. But Half-Life is still a really good game and holds a special place in my heart, right next to Halo. For this part, I'm gonna have my good friend Dipper do it because he asked, and I'm too much of a coward to say no. And I'm horrible at explaining lore. I'll repeat myself like 50 times. So anyways, take it away, Dipper.
Good morning, and welcome to the Black Mesa Transit System. This automated train is provided for the security and convenience of the Black Mesa.
Hello there, my name is Dipper, and in this video, I will be explaining the Half-Life lore, because Moon is too lazy to do it himself, and I have to do it for him. So let's get right into it!
A race of big floating babies. These weird floating babies own another race known as the Vortigons. One day, a giant interdimensional empire known as the Universal Union, also known as the Combine, enslaves and kills the race of floating babies. One singular floating baby is left, known as the Nihilith, escapes to another universe known as Zen.
Not really another universe, but more like a weird space in between several universes.
Including our own and the Combines. Because of this, it's also known as the Border World. Here in Zen, the Nihilith and its slaves are safe for now, but they are backed into a corner, desperate to find a new home that's safe.
Half-Life, I can't do this anymore. Gordon Freeman!
Yes, I am Gordon Freeman.
In the lore of the game, the crystal you push into the laser was actually supplied by the G-Man, indicating that he planned this from the start and he wanted to open a portal between worlds. But why would this benefit G-Man, or you, or anyone really? Well, it's never really explained the intentions of the G-Man. All we know is that he does work on behalf of his employers, which we still don't know who they are, by the way. So, why would he do all of this? Well, I know this is a lore video, but I have my own little theory. Perhaps he just wanted to create a hero out of you, or, make you better than you were at some point. Because you are just a theoretical scientist, really. You have no hero attributes. However, this situation kind of forced you to show your abilities in per se, and become the hero of the situation. Without this, you would have never became the Gordon Freeman that saves Earth, or the Gordon Freeman that does anything. You might have just been a theoretical scientist that makes no major discoveries his whole life. So, this is probably why G-Man tries to recruit you at the end of the game. Because he sees major potential in you and wants to utilize you in his bigger plans. This also sets up a lot of the plot for Half-Life 2. But what about the Nihilith, the giant floating space baby at the end of the game? Why does this involve him out of all aliens? Why couldn't G-Man have just got the Combine to come directly to Earth earlier, which would have most likely resulted in the same situation as Half-Life 1? Whatever the G-Man's bigger plans are, we're yet to find out. However, hopefully, Valve will release Half-Life 3. But that's enough of the lore segment today. It may not have been the entire lore, or even a good portion of it, but that's all I have time for. So thank you very much for watching my segment, and back to Moon.
Dipper, I just want to say, my goodness, that was really, really good and really well put together. Good job on that. Link to Dipper's channel in the description. Go subscribe right now. Holding you at gunpoint. Go do it! Half-Life's gameplay is very simple and pretty easy to learn, The UI is fine, gunplay is very nice. Most guns have an alternate fire mode, you could say, like the SMG, you can shoot a grenade, the pistol, you can make go brrr. I can do that better, hold on. Brrr. Brrr. Okay, I'm done. The shotgun, I think, can fire 3 bullets at once, and a bunch of other stuff too. The enemies being those Xers, those dang Xers. Anyways, and the military and those spicy ninja ladies. Anyway, sorry. With all the different enemy types, the combat doesn't get very repetitive, and you can take them down with ease for the most part. Kind of depends on what difficulty you're playing on. The most annoying enemy just being the head crab, which is also arguably one of the weakest, but they will give you a heart attack if you don't see them.
What? Oh, is there a helicopter? Get it.
Which you almost never do. Now, there's this weird like double jump mechanic, I call it, where you jump and crouch at the same time to get to a higher place. I guess really it's not double jump, it's more of a like a mantle. It's really not that bad, but I always thought it was strange until I just stopped caring. And near the end of the game, you get this like jump pack that I shamefully admit it took me a minute to figure out, that you had to like crouch and jump. Controls can be a little janky, but the gameplay was very fun nonetheless. The maps or levels or chapters, whatever you want to call them, are actually really good in the game. The puzzles aren't hard to solve either, and most of the time, if I were just to get stuck on one, it'd probably be because it was so obvious. I didn't think about it being the solution. And when it came to the levels, I liked them all, apart from On a Rail. I just didn't like it. But apparently neither do most Half-Life fans, so it's okay. If I were to rank them, well, this is what it looked like. All right, we're getting to the end of the video, and I just want to say my personal thoughts. I personally enjoyed Half-Life. Like I said in the beginning, it was a breath of fresh air, fun to play. It had a pretty nice story, good gameplay, nice level design. Overall, a really good game. Valve they just know how to play a game, but apparently they don't know how to count to 3. And sure, it's not the best story game, you know, not like Red Dead 2 levels, but for what it is, it's really good. And for the time it was made, it's really good. And its spin-offs like Opposing Force and Blue Shift aren't bad either. And I'll probably be done with 2 by the time this video releases. So by then, I will be ready to play 3. If it ever comes out. Man, you guys have been waiting a very long time. I feel bad. So, in conclusion, Half-Life is a really good game and really fun. And you should play it. Now, monkey, I give it like a 9 out of 10. Here's the outro. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a shorter video. It's a video that I really wanted to just make. You know, this is the first game review, I guess you could call it, that I've done. So in any way you think that I could improve, let me know down below in the comments. And make sure to go check out Dipper's channel. Like, subscribe, turn on those post notifications if you want more videos like this. And God bless, my friend. See you in the next one.